heading down the river. Now, this is episode 2 of Metal Gear Solid 5, even though this is still technically the first mission after we did we beat the prologue for Ground Zeroes. And then we did the prologue to Metal Gear Solid 5, and now we're doing the first mission. Yippee! So yeah, so far we've obtained information on where Kazuhira Miller is located, but besides that, we have not, done anything else. Shit, super.
For his location. I hope to hell he's alright. He's not your average client.
Alright. I'm gonna try and do this with the least amount of combat possible, mainly because I'm running a little low on suppressor. And I don't want to run out of suppressor. Running out of suppressor is bad. Okay. Do I have my cardboard box yet? I do not. Alright, I'll just go straight up the fucking middle then. Fuck it, we ball. I could wait for nighttime, but yeah, whatever. Ain't that deep. Also, I'm not buying materials yet because we literally get like most of them for free. Especially in the beginning. Yeah. I have the reflex, but that's fine. It doesn't detriment my score that much. Because I at least want to get S rank before I want to get S rank when I beat it, because that way when I come back I just have to do the mission tasks.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Obviously I'll get them if they're right in front of me. There he is.
Kaz, it's me. I'm here to get you out. Snake. They do something to your eyes? No, it's just bright as all.
Poor guy. Let's get you out of here, buddy. So, besides this game, I don't actually have that deep of a connection to Kaz because he's in the first game. And then, obviously in the first game, what happens, happens.
We'll talk about that.
And then he's in this game. But in this game, from what I've heard, he's entirely out of character from his appearance on Peace Walker. And, you know, I've never played Peace Walker because I believe it was a handheld portable game.
You secure the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Shit. Okay.
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, but who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Not so heavy anymore, right?
Am I not able to change the helicopter route yet? Do I have to go to the skulls? I think I do. Okay. Then I'll just bust a bitch and go this way. Shit. Okay, cool. What the fuck? Okay. It's fine. Fuck yeah, the key here.
Words, boss.
This is B-Squad.
9 years.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for all time's sake. Kept you waiting, huh? It's really you, Snake. All these years without you. I knew
This is B-Squad. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand
Yeah,
by.
usually when you're replaying this, I restarted the whole game because I felt like I had already done everything. When you replay this mission, you can reset your rendezvous to completely avoid the spawn of the skulls.
There's something I want to show you.
Obviously, the skulls are going to appear here with all the smoke.
Ahab, do you read me? This is B-Squad. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas.
Okay.
It's them.
Yep. This is I believe in MGS3 they're called the Cobra Unit, where they all have superpowers.
Skulls.
This is the Cobra
Don't let
Unit
them
Part 2.
find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Get all of them marked real quick. Just gonna throw it over this a little bit. I do not appreciate you coming right towards me. Okay. If I can just get them to walk past me, kinda. But it appears they're ignoring my fucking magazines, so I'll just go back up and then walk on the road. Shit, okay. Come here, buddy. Alright, we did it.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Excuse me. Dick.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I didn't get the transport truck driver. I avoided the skulls, and I didn't get the commander, but I got the diamonds.
They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Survivors from 9 years ago will wait minutes.
Put Miller in.
What do you want?
This is
But it's
Pequod.
that. No mistake.
At the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
Alright. I hope that's an S rank. If not, then I'll just come back and redo it and then do the tasks, because literally the only mission I don't like redoing is the prologue, C2W, and back up, back down. Damn, and there's a transport truck right there. I could have extracted them, fuck. Oh well. Damn it! Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. I would have gotten more if I didn't retry and no reflex. Damn it. Oh, that's really annoying.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all. Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Our new Mother Base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger, better than before.
Gosh, what should I do?
Boss,
Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
They're so gay for each other, it's crazy. Episode 2, Diamond Dogs. Come on, Pookie. I will take you to victory.
things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt.
See,
All for revenge.
when he's done talking, I'll talk.
The world calls for wet work, and we answer.
So I keep forgetting
No greater
subtitles.
good. No just cause.
Cause?
Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss.
Now kiss.
You can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
Alright, what I was gonna say is I wish Kaz, like, I understand he needs it for trauma. I wish he didn't lose the leg. That way, his lack of arm can completely mirror Venom Snake.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. Concerns the running of Mother Base.
because it's the opposite arm.
This base belongs to you.
Like, Kaz lost his left arm, Snake has lost his left arm, Kaz lost his right arm.
And we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. Start bringing people in. Use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here.
Real quick.
We'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
It's an honor, boss.
Yeah, buddy. You win this time.
Out like a light. Now approach him and extract him. Good. You can only bolt and recover someone if they're not resistant. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye droid. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that will support you on missions. Take a look at the development list.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
That's the R&D team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Doesn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. You can also extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out? Show them how it's done, boss.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Good.
I'm ready, boss.
I suppose that works too. Extraction complete. One thing I should mention. A Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, they could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. Boss, now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level is should be able to develop the cardboard. Open your eye droid.
Okay.
Select weapons items.
Yeah, that's a little annoying. Every time
Box and start developing.
it keeps telling me
Development has finished. You can have the support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed.
the fucking the DLC items. Because this is the definitive edition on PlayStation 4/5, and you know, so obviously it's the way you're supposed to play it. I don't know if it adds any actual real content besides it's just being like the DLC stuff.
There it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your eye droid and select a land. Still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses. You can stay around here a while. Give the men some practice. Just Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing it.
Who wants to get tickled? Eeny, meeny, miny. Gotcha. Shit. Okay, well.
Snake. Once you grab someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him.
Let's do this.
Scratch that last one.
Thanks for that, boss.
Go ahead and knock him out.
Go see. Go see. Go see. Go see.
Good. Extract the staff member. Now for fist fight. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw him. Go on and extract him. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw him.
I'm ready, boss.
Starting to feel like yourself again? The rest will fall into place with some time in the field. Go ahead and call the chopper from your eye drawer. That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance straight.
I got him to say the thing.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
I don't remember. If I throw someone off this, do I mission fail?
B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Boss, have you lost your mind?
It would appear so. Okay, it's fine. Ah, damn it. Gotta do this whole thing again? Fuck. It's fine, it won't take this long. Yeah, oh damn it.
Okay. This base... Go for them, not
Dick.
me.
Speak,
This
bitch.
base belongs to UNIT. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves them. Like any organization, we need good people. And we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. Start bringing people in. Use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you? Out like a light. Now approach him and extract him. Good. Extraction complete. Hold on a minute, boss. I'm not finished yet. You can only bolt and recover something. Hang on a minute, boss. You can only bolt and recover someone if they're not
I know he just brings in more people, but I'm curious.
The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye drawers. Select staff. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that will support you on missions. Take a look at the development list. Select weapons items under the development heading. That's the R&D team. Development has finished. You can have the support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as your own personal delivery service.
Alright.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you'd know what to do. Try it out. One thing I should mention. A Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that's enough. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else,
excuse me.
move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while. Give them in some practice. Just come paid. This isn't the time.
I love you.
You can stay around here a while. Give them in some practice. Just come pay me a visit.
What are you looking at? Yeah, you want some too? Okay.
Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing.
Who am I grabbing? Oh, just one of them.
Once you grab someone, you're free to do what you want. Interrogating, knocking out, scratch that last one first. Go ahead and knock him out.
Go to sleep. You're boring. Go to sleep.
Go on and extract him. Extract the staff member. Now for fist fight. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. Feel like yourself. Worst one. Go ahead and call the chopper.
Oh, okay, so 5 is the maximum I can stack that. Like, get all these guys in one go. Yeah, you know what's next. Time for helicopter.
This is B-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Squad. On station at LZ.
Oh, let me fucking land, homie. Thanks, B-Quad.
Gaining altitude.
He didn't stand a fucking chance. Ow. Yeah, I get it. I can't develop nothing. Damn it.
Boss. I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means sweat work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
I'm just gonna develop all these, fuck it. I never actually used a flare grenade, but I mean, I'm sure it's nice to have. I need to develop you. Yeah, I'll develop the shields too. Just so Mother Base can have it. Damn, 18 minutes? Okay. Could listen to all these, drop some more. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dikelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic.
They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
A second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces?
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team,
stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of Naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think? I can still feel my real arm. Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain? Every now and then. Where? My fingertips. My left fingertips. Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand. Yeah. What about your vision? Can you see okay? Yeah, at the moment. Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex. Yeah, the doctor mentioned that. Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that? I think so. When? Right after I wake up. Colors look faded. Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that. I will. All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get. Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. What's that about? You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department. Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here. Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice. And if it wasn't, they'd leave? Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms. All right. Go on. Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps.
But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield. And that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half Gulag, half Hero's sword. Is a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect?
That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then.
You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker. They were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end...
The time's define the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O., or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, a.k.a. Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only... So... Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life.
Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean. Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on. Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Alright, info dump over. Yeah, we're gonna do the Hero's Way. Actually, let me Google if I can 100% a hero. Okay. I know what to do. Let me check development first. Oh, excuse me. Equipment. Fuck it. I don't have a silencer on that, but whatever. Support weapons. Throw on the smoke grenade. Throw on the flare grenade. Items. Fuck it. Tools. Alright. Character. Gonna throw on the drip. Oh wait, hold on. Forgot about the scarf. There we go. Probably gonna do these 3 missions on S rank. Mission 2. Or mission 1 rather. Now that I could actually get bonus points.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. And I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Yeah. First, I need to look up how okay, so it's right. Kind of like right there. Okay.
Be careful down there, boss.
That might take me out of the mission zone. Now we're good. We're Gucci. So I have to knock him out from 100 meters away. I think I can do it. I just have to actually find him. Is it up here? I think that's it. Yeah.
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. You go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
I don't know why that guy isn't getting marked, but whatever. Damn it, fucking equip my vision.
Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
God, I gotta fucking get him from far away. I think that's him right there. I'll extract him, just not on this playthrough, so I can...
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
It's definitely him.
That was target confirmed dead. Impressive work, boss. Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Like a fucking ninja. Ooh, capture cage, nice.
Mission complete.
Ooh, yeah.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
Yep. Cool.
Remember the guys you brought back from the base in Cuba 9 years ago? Believe it or not, some of them survived that hell we went through. Word reached them that Big Boss is back and they wanted in. They're good men. Our brothers in fate. They'll be glad to know you've seen them here. Boss, we have an emergency. Get back to Mother Base right now.
Oh.
I mean it. Hurry.
I know what this is. Shit, I didn't do this with Quiet. I should have waited till I got Quiet to do this. Damn it. Oh well.
Happy birthday, may your skies stay blue. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, Snake.
Happy birthday, boss.
Asshole. Okay. What? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do a hero's way again real quick, just so I can extract them. I only did that because I don't think this can shoot 100 meters. Hold on. Let me...
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
I don't see anyone. Oh well.
Gaining altitude.
Let me hop in development first.
Connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. Gonna go to... Oh shit, we got a lot more cassette tapes. Oh, they're all mostly music. Yeah, and we got these too. Okay. Processed. Oh. I have to get the materials too. Okay. No biggie. I think, yeah, this is faster. Buddy, I'll give you battle dress. I don't intend for you to get shot at, but there's always a chance. I do really dig a scarf, so... I wish we could put on his goggles too.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
I wish this was a cutscene so we could skip it, but whatever. That's why I like starting missions in the field, because this cutscene, I don't know why it annoys me so much. It just does.
type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Just drop these bad boys down.
Out of ammo? Let the support unit help out if you need to restock. Transmit a request from your iDroid and I'll send supplies right away.
Oh, excuse me.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
That's him. I didn't think that would hit him, but it was worth a shot. What the shit? Anyway.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget,
come on.
He has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, I see the detail. Oh, that's not even him. I'm dumb.
Говорят, комедию посеяла ману, что ли? Похоже, гражданским тоже досталось. Черт! Граната!
Дмитрий-2, что случилось? Ответьте, Дмитрий-2. У нас проблема. Тревога по всем постам.
There, that's the target.
This could have gone a little better, but okay. I don't know why I'm being so bad currently.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
I dropped my phone, but whatever, it's fine. Come on. Thank you. Forgot to go up here. Where is it? Hold on. Let me look it up. So they're right here. Got it. What the actual fuck are you talking about? Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Just keep running.
forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Awesome. This is probably like an A or B rank, but that doesn't matter.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Oh no, it's still S rank. I wonder if I actually got S rank, or it's still S rank because I got it before.
Good. You captured it alive.
Okay.
List is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
I'm not really in the mood to play anymore, so I think I'll end it here. No one watched it, but that's fine. If you're watching this after I'd already streamed it, thanks, and, yeah. Let me know if you want more.